If you want to live a life that truly pleases God and follows His heart, everything begins with your relationship with Him. It's not just about knowing about God, but truly knowing Him. You spend time with Him in prayer, not only asking for things, but talking, listening, and opening your heart to align your life with His will. Worship is not limited to Sundays or special moments. Your entire life becomes an act of worship. In your work, your home, and your relationships, even when life becomes difficult, you trust that God is working everything together for your good, even when you cannot understand it. Loving God also means loving people. You begin to see others through God's eyes, not by their race, status, or background, but as His children. You encourage those who are weary, help those in need, and listen to those who feel alone. You don't just give material things, you give your time, attention, and compassion. When people hurt you, you choose to forgive. Not because it is easy, but because God has forgiven you. You pray for those who wrong you and show a kind of love that the world often doesn't understand. To please God, you also live by His word. The Bible is not just something you read occasionally, it becomes the guide for your thoughts, decisions, and character. You turn away from sin not out of fear of punishment, but because you know God's ways lead to freedom and joy. You strive to walk in integrity, speaking truthfully, acting honorably, avoiding gossip, and building others up. You live with humility, not seeking recognition, but pointing everything back to God. Following God also means trusting Him completely. When life feels uncertain, you rely on His wisdom rather than your own understanding. Even during trials, you remain patient, believing God is using every challenge to strengthen and shape you. Loving God also leads you to care about justice and mercy. You do not ignore suffering, but stand up for those who have no voice and defend those who are oppressed. At the same time, you show compassion and kindness, remembering the mercy God has shown you. A life that follows God is marked by humility and gratitude. You recognize that everything you have comes from Him. Instead of chasing temporary pleasures, you focus on what has eternal value. You guard your heart, being mindful of what you watch, listen to, and think about. Knowing your thoughts shape your actions. Most importantly, you understand that you cannot live this life alone. No matter how hard you try, you will fall short on your own. That's why God gives the Holy Spirit to guide, strengthen, and transform you. When you surrender to the Holy Spirit and stay connected to God through prayer and His Word, He begins to change your heart. The Holy Spirit produces true transformation, bringing love, joy, peace, patience, kindness, goodness, faithfulness, gentleness, and self-control into your life. These qualities grow naturally when you remain connected to God. Even when you stumble, you don't give up. You keep returning to God, trusting that He will continue the work He started in you. When you surrender, stay connected, and walk by faith, God will guide and transform you into the person He created you to be.